Hi guys, thank you for coming and checking out our video. So we're doing something new, a little exciting here. This is kind of like our trial run, so thank you for coming and checking it out. We'd love for this to one day be an in-person, just John, Mark, and I together, but with the whole social isolation going on, it's not going to work this time. So today you're going to see a lot of cool stuff. Our theme today is going to be about facial hair. We've got a lot of, I'm going to be attempting a new facial hair growth cream. Meanwhile, John Mark, he's got a little surprise for you. You might actually get to see John Mark's chin if you stick around long enough. So until you guys maybe give us a different name, the name we're going with now is Welcome to CrossStream.
So welcome everyone. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. What? Anyways, no, I need those for the beginning. So I have scissors because we're going to cut Jacqueline's hair. No. But we are gonna go ahead. We're gonna do a little thing. Okay. So I'm gonna see right now. Alex and I have this thing where we're gonna go ahead and basically see who can grow a beard faster. Okay. I'm gonna go just all natural, and Alex is gonna try like just doing something. We're gonna have a little competition during this quarantine to see who can grow the most. The thing is, I can't have a beard then, so we're just gonna go ahead and cut it right now.
So let's get some close-ups of the beard.
Okay, this is happening.
Before
Yes, look at the majestic of it all.
Let's go.
Okay.
Look up, John. Let's look at this fluff. Look at the fluff.
All of you will see my chin.
Look, this side, profile, and this side. Turn, John, turn. Profile.
Thank you.
Look at the fuzz. Wow.
Yes, thank you. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and begin.
Wait. Can I take the first chop?
No, I'm making the first. It's my beard.
Okay, I just wanted to try.
You can continue doing other chops.
You're good, Jafar.
Jafar. Okay, now we're on step 3, okay? It's already short. You guys can already see my emotions that I could hide behind my beard. Now it's just like, I can't. A dirty bucket, okay? Always get a dirty bucket to clean yourself. And now we're gonna get some warm water and we're gonna do the rest. We'll see you guys soon.
Well, it looks like John Mark has been doing some cleaning up as we get to talk about facial hair. You're all ready to get to see what he looks like? You ready to see his face? Here he comes.
Hey everyone, welcome.
Oh my goodness.
Hey Alex. Oh my gosh.
It's been a couple years since I've seen this. Like I've seen you shave before, but even then I don't even know if it was this clean.
Well, I mean, you've seen me with and without. It's always something that like I like to switch it up just because I can naturally grow it very easily. The last beard I had, it was down to here. That's where I cut it. If you watch the video, you'll saw that. Like, hey, that's where I cut it at. Yeah, that was about 6-7 months probably of growth. So we'll see what happens. But Alex, you know what? I personally think that I can grow my beard faster than you can. I can, by the end of this quarantine, mine will grow longer than yours.
You know what? I think you're probably right about that. Because you and I both went to the same Catholic high school growing up. They had a very strict, like, no facial hair rule. So typically the thing that happens when you graduate from there, everybody grows some kind of facial hair afterwards. I never did it. I mean, in college, there was one time that I grew facial hair, and it was in college when I was growing out my actual hair, someone said, a bunch of people said, grow out your hair for locks of love. So I said, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to grow it out, donate it to a cancer patient. And whenever I was hanging out with people, I would hang out with these, I'd hang out with a group of girls sitting, at a restaurant, whatever. And the waitress would come behind and say, oh, how you ladies doing? And I finally just got so tired of it that I just grew like, not even like a beard, just like a mustache and just very small, whatever facial hair. So I've never attempted a beard. I'm going to attempt this time. I know that you have a lot of experience. I know just from the times that it takes me, I'm not necessarily a daily shaver kind of person. So I know that I'm at a disadvantage here, but I am going to see. At the end of this quarantine, I'm going to.
The thing is, I feel like mine's going to grow out faster. I went ahead just today. So I shaved the video that I shot that was, 2 days ago? No, it was yesterday. And I already had to shave again because it just grew out. I had like a 5 o'clock shadow thing going on. So I was like, let me start off baby smooth, but I showed this actually to my brother-in-law. My family was FaceTiming, and my brother-in-law looks at it, and he thinks, he goes to my brother Peter, and he's like, yo, like, he just waves, hey. He thought it was like one of Peter's friends. He did not know it was me. Mike was just like, what? It was really funny.
That is excellent. It's going to save me some time. I was looking up a man who shaves every day spends roughly 3,350 hours of his life in a bathroom. So, during this quarantine, everybody's complaining about not having enough time, right? So now I get a little bit of extra time.
You're going to give time back to the family.
It's true. Everybody's talking about how they have all this free time during the quarantine, all these shows that they're watching. I have a 2 and a 4-year-old phone, nobody who knows. And I'm like trying to teach them school. I am not meant to be a preschool teacher, John Mark. I struggle with that. And then between that and all these youth group projects we have going on, I don't have that free time.
There's no time.
But now, I have 3,350 hours in my life back, shorten that to quarantine time. Maybe I can watch a show or something.
Okay. Well, let's see this. I want to grow mine too. I want to give my time back. I don't spend as much time taking care of my facial hair, and I won't spend time shaving now. I want to do a little challenge with you, Alex. I want to see who can grow it the fastest by the end of quarantine. Who can grow the most facial hair?
Okay.
Yeah, I want to do that. And you know what? I also want to call out Justin Iglesias. Okay, I want to call out the Arise Youth Minister. Okay, Justin, if you are watching this, Alex and I are calling you out to partake within this. And then by the end of this, we should have something. We should have something. Who will grow the least and who will grow the most?
I like that.
The least will grow the most. We need to have some prizes. Okay, here we go. Comment below at the end of this video or during this video. Comment below on what you think the person that grows the least, what they should get. It should be some sort of a punishment, okay? And the person who grows the most, what should the other two give them?
Oh, the other two have to give them something.
Yeah.
On top of that, my brother Phil, I'm challenging him to get in on this too, so he's going to join in the competition.
Okay.
So that's DJ Chili Phil for everybody. So I also think everybody should comment on their order. 1, 2, 3, 4. Where do you think we're going to fall? From number 1 being the person who's going to have the longest beard, and number 4 having the least pathetic amount. Now, one thing, Justin, look at our faces. Look at this. There's no hair. So
Nothing.
You got to start from there. And I know that Justin's not too excited about that concept. So if you're in Arise, if you're Justin's your youth minister, reach out to him. Tell him, Justin, we want to take part in this. Don't skip out. He'll do it because he loves you guys. I know it.
You know what? Actually, you guys can even go ahead and make a video, send it to Justin, okay, with the hashtag cut that beard.
Yes.
Okay.
Show me your chin.
Hashtag shave that face.
Oh, he's gonna hate us.
Yes, he is. But I love it. Oh my gosh. Okay. So I can grow mine. Mine grows pretty naturally, you know. So I think I can win. I think I can win.
So
What
I
about
think you
you?
can win too, but I'm gonna to kind of catch up. I have some opportunities here to catch up with you.
Oh,
Earlier on, I knew we were talking about facial hair, and I knew that was my weakness. So I kind of prepared some things to test out to help me with some facial hair. And if you'd like, I kind of would like to run through a test run with you right now. What do you think?
okay. I mean, I've used my own. I never used any beard growth per se to help me on out. But I'm interested. I'm interested to see what you have.
I am too. Like to be flat out, right out from the
I am
get-go.
too. I'm interested.
I'm letting everybody know that I do not think any of this is going to work. I just don't think there's like something that you can apply to your face that's going to allow it to work. But these are the things, according to the internet, natural stuff that the stuff you put on your face, it will allow more facial hair to grow. So we'll find out. I'm willing to commit putting some of this on my face. In general, they all kind of say the same thing. They all say apply it to your face, leave it on for like 20 minutes, which I find is a little intense, and then it'll apparently help facial hair grow. So let's find out. So I've got 4 different mixes here based on things that people said. This first one was a combination that I saw a lot of. People said you take coconut oil, you mix that up with rosemary oil. Now, my mom is one of those people who are really into like the essential oil fad. You hear about this, like this, whenever I'm sick, she's like, oh, she dumps this oil into something and like it makes the whole house smell weird. So I went and she actually had rosemary oil. So I went and mixed it together. And so like, here it is. I've got some coconut oil mixed with rosemary oil. When I was mixing it, my eyes started watering. I don't know. They didn't say how, like what the ratio was, but rosemary oil is strong. So I'm going to dedicate this cheek right here to some coconut oil, rosemary oil. Now I'm letting you know now this stuff is like, the coconut oil is chunky. I don't know if I was supposed to warm this up beforehand, but here we go. So I'm going to apply this right there.
Ooh, how does that feel?
So we're in Miami, so we're all familiar with like the Vicks smell. This smells very much like Vicks. It's like kind of burning my nose as I'm doing this. There's a couple coconut oil chunks. So right there, it doesn't feel like anything's happening, but who knows? We got 20 minutes. Whew. Man, I don't know if it's going to grow hair, but if you want to clear your nose out, that stuff does it. So okay. Next up, I have what it said. This one, I'm curious. Oh, you know what? We also got to give it a taste test. Let's take it for a taste test.
You're good.
Oh. Nope. No.
You're gonna grow
also like Vicks. If you ever, oh man, I'm gonna be tasting that for a while. So the next one, what we got is lemon juice. They said to mix lemon juice with cinnamon, and apparently that's gonna work. You have to make a paste. So I needed a lot of cinnamon to go in with this lemon juice, but I got it all together. So here it is. This is my cinnamon and lemon juice, and it is like very pasty. This one is also going to be a fun little taste test, but here we go. Okay.
Clearing all the sinuses?
That is actually, I think the other stuff clears the sinuses better. This, I don't even know how to explain it to you. You know, it has like that, you know, cinnamon like right off the bat, super strong cinnamon, but then like the lemony, like it's weird. It's weird. I've never had a taste like this before. So I think I'm gonna go like here with this.
Ooh, face mask. Okay.
Yeah, that looks very face masky. It's like it's very grainy. This feels like it doesn't feel like it's doing something, but it feels like if you were to expect something to do something, I would imagine that this is what it would feel like. I don't feel.
Now, the cool thing is, especially like with beards and everything and stuff like that, beards are actually super, super helpful for people. And that's why I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to grow this. Because actually there are scientific proof behind a beard. There was actually some sort of a science experiment that took place in a hospital, and they went ahead and did a study taken from about 400 males, okay? Shaven men, okay? The shaven men were 3 times more likely to carry harmful bacteria on their faces than guys with beards.
Huh.
Yeah.
You wouldn't think that. Well,
You would think that. You would think it would hold it. You would think the beards would clench on. Beards actually have healthy bacteria within them.
really? Because that's
Yeah.
usually like the argument. My wife is not, she's agreed to go along with this, but she is not a fan of the beard. As we're speaking, by the way, I have to let you know there's a lot of tingling happening here. So this cinnamon stuff is promising. I don't know if it's like just because my skin is getting attacked by lemon juice and
It's
cinnamon.
probably just killing the corona. You know, like
Probably.
all this stuff
Well,
together.
that's-
We're probably coming up with the corona, like.
You're welcome,
Yes.
scientist. You're
You're
welcome. Now, you know, I was thinking, I was just looking at some of the things I've read about it, and here's an idea maybe for the person who, it's kind of, we can do the reverse of what Peter the Great did. So Peter the Great wanted people to be clean shaved and just didn't like beards. And so what he did was that if anybody had a beard, they got taxed 100 rubles. I have no idea how much that is, but you would wear that for a medallion. And the medallion pretty much is like your license to have a beard. And the thing is that on the medallion, it said, the beard is a useless burden. So maybe we can come up with a medallion for whoever has the least amount of facial hair and come up with some kind of phrase.
And that person is taxed.
And that person gets taxed.
That person is taxed by the other two. There we go. There we go.
And so we can maybe come up with the phrase on a medal to put on it. People can give us ideas for.
Hashtag make America bearded again. There we go.
So this stuff is really burning. I don't know how someone can keep this on their face for 20 minutes, but it is like doing.
Dude, you're gonna have so much on your face.
I'm gonna, yeah, maybe I went a little too thick.
Alex,
I feel like
do you know how many hairs, when a person grows a beard, how many hairs there are on the face? Like, I'm talking full thing.
God knows the hairs on your head, so that would include the beard. I would want to. It's got to be in the thousands, right? Got to be in the.
30,000 hairs.
Okay, that is an impressive number.
30,000 hairs are on the beard. That's a lot of hairs. And now I think of every single time where I was like, I'm just gonna trim my beard a little bit. That was a lot of hairs.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
are everywhere. Probably didn't clean up all 30,000 of them.
So next, what I got for you is it said to use peppermint and olive oil. So olive oil I had in the house, no problem, fix it up. I did not have peppermint oil. My mom did not have peppermint oil. But what I did have were those little peppermints that are like really soft when you just put them in your mouth and they like melt and they're like so soft and nice. I had a bunch of those. So I crushed those up. And so I got this kind of mix. It's hard to see. And so some of it crushed a little, some of it didn't. So we got a chunky situation on this side as well.
So you got peppermints and what?
Peppermints and olive oil.
Oh, okay. Wait, it was supposed to be pepper and oil, so you found peppermints.
Yeah, peppermints. I mean, you know, it's we got to do with what we got.
Yeah.
So we're gonna put a little bit on here. That's not gonna. I mean, it's exfoliating. I can tell you that much.
Your skin is gonna feel so smooth, or there's gonna be patches of red.
I think there's gonna be patches of red. I'm telling you, the cinnamon and lemon is. Ooh, I'm wondering if somebody put it out as a joke to see if someone would just like their face would get wrecked. We'll have to see when I clean this off what that looks like. And honestly, this has a little burning going on too. So maybe that's the feeling of things working. It's also, you know, the face is cleanly shaven. So it's like, you know, if you ever gone in like salt water after you shave, maybe I'm experiencing that on my face. So I got one more for you. This one, they asked for avocado oil, which for some reason I had in my house. Thank you to my wife for, I guess it has a high smoke point, so she thought it'd be good to use for cooking. Then they asked for sunflower oil, which I don't have, but I did have sunflower butter, which is pretty much like a peanut butter for people who are allergic to peanuts. So I put some of that in with avocado oil, and I got this mixture right here.
Ooh, okay. That looks... Hey, how does it taste? I haven't seen it taste.
Oh my gosh, you're right. I didn't taste the other one. let's go back to the peppermint and olive oil.
We're just spooning it. All right, there we go.
I mean, tastes like a greasy peppermint. I don't like the olive oil can't compare to the peppermint in the taste, but it's oily. So now we're gonna go the sunflower and avocado oil. I taste sunflower like it's like very thin. It tastes a lot like peanut butter actually. This stuff is, and I'm trying to see if I taste avocado. I don't. It's very like, it tastes like sunflowers for sure. But let's go here. Look at that.
Ooh, it's like a gold looking.
Yeah, it's lighter than the cinnamon, which I wasn't expecting. So where we stand now, the cinnamon lemon definitely burns the most. The like the chunky kind of stuff I did here, the coconut and rosemary and the peppermint, like I would say this feels like the least helpful. Next up would be what is this, peppermint olive oil is kind of next. Then would come like this whole sunflower avocado, but this stuff is doing something. So
you don't know what it's doing, but it's doing something.
What I think I'm gonna do. So this is, maybe I'll add a little bit of this to this.
Okay.
To make it a little creamy. I'm not gonna put the. I'll keep the coconut rosemary. I want the best possible way to catch up to you in facial hair. And people say rosemary works.
Just instead of adding one thing, just add it all.
Yeah, like everybody just get together here.
Okay.
So what I say is, right now, I must have. We can call this the hair growth serum.
Hair growth serum or coronavirus extractor.
Now this, okay, let's come back up here because you guys need to see the consistency of this. It looks like something I regret putting together. It's like almost like slime. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put this on my face because it's. But what do I have? I'll go back over here since this isn't really doing anything. And that's, yeah, it did what I thought it would. It was that it made it smoother, a little lighter. It's kind of like spreads better. So that's gonna be my stuff. Ooh, I'm telling you, that cinnamon lemon is burning. So I guess I'll try to do this 20 minutes a day. We'll see if anything happens.
I mean, because you also, did you just shave again today?
Yes.
So you've got open wounds that you're adding cinnamon and lemon onto.
Mm-hmm. That sounds like a great idea.
Awesome.
Yeah,
okay.
fantastic.
If you ever want, to just, if you ever want to grow a beard, just shave your face with open wounds. And then pour cinnamon and lemon onto it,
Yeah.
Hey.
Both those things sound like things that you would want in your room. Cinnamon and lemon. That sounds like something very enjoyable.
I, for one, would love it.
I feel like if we can, the more we do this show, the more things I'm going to regret. But
you know what? I mean, you're regretting maybe this one. I'll look into regretting the next one. Okay, we'll bounce it back and forth. It's fine.
Now we're youth ministers, so this isn't a concern of ours, but 98% of Forbes top 100 lists of richest men are clean shaven. So we're already youth ministers, so maybe that doesn't matter to us, but just so you know.
You see, but they're the top 4, right?
Mm-hmm.
What about the rest? Also, that's the guys that have claimed and said, this is how much I make. You've got all those that didn't claim that are probably in the woods with their beards.
I don't think. I'm sorry.
Look for the Ron Swanson of people. Okay.
I don't think there's
and everything.
Anybody Ron Swanson
bars in the ground.
I don't think anybody's making to make like the top 100 richest. I don't know. I don't know if you can hide and make that list.
Clearly, you never saw. Oh man, what was that show called? I forgot what the show was called. Something Marvel. It was Marvel. It was with Marvel. Oh my gosh.
Taekwondo.
Come on, Alex.
That doesn't sound familiar to you. Are you talking about like what's the point of it that you're getting to?
No idea.
Something that happened there. Who knows?
If you know it, comment below because I forgot.
Yeah.
But I love this fact that we're starting on beards because actually beards, okay, yes, the top 4 might be the richest men, but guess what? Also, beards are seen to be as emblems of wisdom, okay?
Yeah.
So many people like Socrates, Marcus Aurelius, Shakespeare, these guys had beards. Actually, a really awesome quote, I think it was by Shakespeare. Lose your beard and you lose your soul.
Wow. Now let me ask you this. I've attempted beard growth before, but I always get to that point where like the face is just so itchy and I just can't take it anymore. And then I'm like, you know what? I can't do it. Shave it off. How am I going to get past that, John Mark? Would you have any advice for me?
Well, first thing, I'm going to go back a second, okay? You do not actually lose your soul. This is a Catholic channel. You don't lose your soul if you shave your beard, okay? I'm going to mention that number 1.
That does not apply to our theology.
Shaving your beard does not equal losing your soul. Okay, now,
I don't want to save the whole world, but you lose my beard.
How do you get past that part? You go past it. That's it. You know, there's that itchy part, especially right at the beginning. If you're a young man who's like, I want to grow a beard, but then you get like that beginning like scruff, you're just like, ugh. Or people call you patches and stuff like that. You know what? Tell them, hey, nothing looks good right at the beginning. Art does not look good with one single stroke. Unless you're the weirdo that's like, oh my gosh, I love this canvas, and it's a white thing, okay? Unless you're
Now, do you like as it grows, because a lot of people it grows unevenly, do you believe in like trimming the stuff that's long and the rest, or you just let it all come out and level out?
I kind of let it all come on out first, just to see what I'm working with. I will say, the beard, for those of you guys who haven't seen the beard, you'll see one in a second. Boop, right there. Yes. Okay. But if you haven't seen me with the beard, I have had a long beard just in this area, but there have been parts where it's empty, okay? Specifically right here, underneath my chin, nothing grows. There's like a little patch there. But all of this grows. So no one can even see this little patch.
So initially, people will see the patches, but as it grows, like
the rest of it will fill it in.
Okay, I got you.
As it grows, the rest will fill it in, yeah.
Now, you know, another thing going along with beards, I thought this was really cool. Abraham Lincoln, before he was president, got a letter from a little girl. He used to be clean shaven, and this little girl, let me see, I want to quote her exactly because it was really cool.
Gosh, I've heard this one before, actually.
Yeah, he was clean shaven, and he was like starting to get into politics, and a girl wrote to her and said, you would look great, you would look a great deal better, for your face is so thin. So he heard that, he said, you know what, fine, I'll grow a beard. And then he became president. So that says something.
He showed that little girl.
Well, he agreed with her. He grew the beard and then became president after he got a beard. So did the beard get him the presidency? I don't know, but it took him. He had to have the beard to get there, I guess.
Hey, you know what? You may not be the richest man, but you could be president one day. Thank you so much for joining us. Like, comment, subscribe.
So before we go, though, I don't know how long it's been, but we're just gonna see if I have just a giant rash on my face after all this or what's going on. I'm gonna start on this side, and we'll see what happens here. But in the comments,
I see underneath this one right here. Here we go.
Here it comes. Ooh.
Oh, for a second it was like blood. No, that's just sticking.
That might take some water to get off. Yeah, there's a little redness. It's not anything that's gonna. It's hard to tell with my face because I already have like a little rosacea that happens, especially after I shave. But yeah, that's not coming off. I'm gonna have to do the.
It's definitely red on
treatment on myself.
But you can definitely tell it's definitely red on this side.
Yeah, like here's your comparison this side.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
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 Look at that. Look, yeah. So maybe this is we do not recommend.
tomorrow you're just gonna have
Unless I wake up with like, if the next episode like this whole side of my face is all hairy, then maybe I'll come back and change my mind. But for now, I do not recommend applying lemon and cinnamon to your face. Guess what? Now we're an educational show.
Welcome to our channel.
I have sunflower oil on my neck. That's fun.
Get a big old bushel of hair right there.
What I think is I'm not gonna like wash my face. I'm just gonna walk up to Mary and like give her a kiss on the cheek and just see if she smells like my face. And I don't think she doesn't even know necessarily like what we're doing. So it'll be fun to see what she thinks.
Well,
so if you guys right now we have the name Cross Streams. If you have a different name you want us to use, let us know. We're interested in hearing your thoughts, your ideas. If there's something you want to see us do, let us know. We're hoping to come on at the start every other week, and we'll add more as it goes. This is not something we're doing based just to be quarantined. It is something we eventually want to actually sit next to each other and have fun with. So comment, let us know if you like this. Like this video to let us know if you want to see more of it. If you want to see us keep doing it. I mean, I had fun, so if you guys don't want to watch, John Mark will just do this by yourself.
We're just going to go ahead and Zoom each other. I'll make a video. We'll just send it to you, Alex. It's great. Yeah, so we thank you guys so much for being here. All right, we love you all. Alex, you ready to send it out?
Let's send it out.
Send it out.
Crisscross, applesauce.
Applesauce, cross stream it out.
Disconnect.
Disconnect. That's what it was. Cross stream, disconnect. Totally evolved. We love you all. Thank you so much for tuning in. Peace.
Bye.